I was a young man, they said to me, Foss, if you keep smoking cigars like that, it'll kill you. And you know something? They're right. Here I am, 93 years old, and it'll get me yet.
What's the matter with that cigar? 35 cents at the candy store. It's a present. I mean, how often does a man have a 75th wedding? Congratulations. From all the boys in Dormitory B. How's the bouquet?
It's good.
There you are, Mr. Foss. All ready to meet your family. You'll be the best-dressed man there.
Why are you meeting them all today? The celebration isn't till Sunday.
Oh, they got to make big plans. Mr. Gross got everything arranged. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Foss are the longest married couple in the entire city of New York. Now, that's a big thing for the home. Now, as soon as Mrs. Foss is ready, we can go.
She's always late. 75 years, and she's always late.
Who is late? Did I take time to smoke a cigar?
There's no rush, Mr. Foss. It's a long walk to the library, and you don't want to be all tired out when you get there.
Well, what are you waiting for? Another 75 years.
Hi, Mark. Nick. I'm at the home for the age. Hey, we got a break. The public relations man has a mimeo release. Couple celebrates diamond wedding at Hartman home. It's a very good handout. I can bring it in. You can send a photographer up Sunday.
Nick, look, if I wanted a mimeographed handout, I wouldn't send up a slightly overscale feature writer at the cost of 30 cents for 2 subway tokens. You know what I want? A New Yorker-type profile in depth. Why are you hawking me?
What can I do in depth with something maudlin like a diamond wedding? That's not my kind of material. It's a waste of time, Mark.
Mr. Alexander, you want to be the new Meyer Burger, you take them as they come.
Lost Dogs, Heat Wave Fillers, Diamond Wedding Anniversaries.
Now, I told you this is a CSM, a Clinton Saunders must. Our worthy publisher happens to be a member of the board of the Hartman Home for the Aged.
So I gotta waste my time buttering them up? Hey, what am I all of a sudden? The Department of Lightweight Stories? First you signed me to a great big nothing about the burning question of whether coffee houses should have entertainment licenses, and now this saccharine bilge.
Nick, Saunders said he wanted you on this diamond wedding feature. Now, he's the man who pays the bills. Let's humor him, shall we?
All right. All right, so I double time all weekend. I'll cover Saunders' Strawberry Festival. I'll write it with melted marshmallows on hot butterscotch syrup. It'll be so heartwarming you'll get sick to your stomach.
Mr. Alexander, if you're ready, the family's all together.
How inspiring.
Of course, this is just a preliminary meeting of the family. We didn't expect the press until Sunday.
Oh, that's all right. You see, I'm covering the story in depth. In fact, you might say I'm up to my hips in it.
Well, the family's all together in the library, and I shall be back just as soon as I concretize the television.
Yeah.
If you will please leave all of the arrangements to me. Now, the catering will be done by Blumenthal on Third Avenue. There's only one detail that I'm a little worried about, and that is the number of glass.
For goodness sakes, I'll stop forcing everybody.
That's all very well for you to say, Manny, but somebody's got to keep Papa from trying to be funny. Do you remember that speech you made at Kenneth's wedding?
Oh, forget about Kenneth's wedding. That was 15 years ago.
Well, I have never been so humiliated. This time there's going to be television. Can you imagine what Papa would do with television?
Oh,
Well, Jane, will you listen? I don't see why I have to be here. Grandma and Grandpa don't even know who I am.
Jane, I want you to behave yourself.
Mother, I am not a child. Oh? Well, I'm not.
All right, just take it easy.
George,
Ruthie.
if that child embarrasses me in front of the whole family, I'll die.
Janie, take it easy.
Oh. Hello.
Hello?
Are you a cousin I've never met?
No, newspaper.
Aren't you early? The barbaric ritual doesn't come off till Sunday.
A New Yorker-type profile. I'm covering the story in depth.
What paper?
The Bulletin.
Oh,
Well, we can't all work for the Christian Science Monitor.
I'm sorry. One should be open to all kinds of opinions and experiences.
Oh, I agree, yeah. It's quite a marvel.
Want a rundown?
Sure.
All right. Pay attention. There'll be a short quiz later.
Okay.
Passing over a couple of second cousins I can't stand. There's my Uncle Arnold. He's the oldest child. Then comes Ruth. That's my mother. Then my Uncle Manning. He's the youngest child. He never married. I'm not supposed to know why. The man with his back to us is my father, George Melton. I'm Jane. After that, it's a gaggle of grandchildren and in-laws. I could draw you a family tree, only it's more like a hedge.
Didn't I send you a new suit? Ruthie, please get the attendant to dress Papa in his new suit.
Mama, you look wonderful.
There's going to be television. Papa, there's going to be a message from the mayor. That's the mayor of New York City. You understand?
Mama, look, after dinner, please, don't tuck your napkin up in your neck. And don't worry about the lace. If you spill, we can always have it clean.
To send it to
Now,
the
listen
cleaner.
here.
That's a beautiful...
Mama, if they ask you, don't start in on tenants being separated. Just say he couldn't come from California.
Now, I have here a little speech, Papa's reply to the mayor.
Wait, I'll put on my reading glasses.
Oh, don't worry about it, Papa. If you don't feel up to it, why, I'll read the reply for you. After all, I'm the eldest son. You just have to sit there.
Why can't Papa read his own speech?
Do you remember what happened at Kenneth's wedding?
It just isn't right not saying anything at his own diamond wedding.
Everybody will understand. At his age, you don't expect him to make a speech. What is he, Bernard Baruch?
You just can't do that. You'll hurt his feelings. What do you expect him to do? Sit there like a bump on a log? Stand on it. It doesn't have to be a log. But I'm not expecting
So there isn't going to be any diamond wedding on Sunday.
What are you talking, Papa?
Well, of course there is, Papa. Everything's been arranged. The luncheon, television, the mayor.
For what?
What do you mean? You and Mom have been married 75 years.
So,
What do you mean, so?
it's very simple. Your mama and I have decided to get a divorce.
Papa, you can't do it. You just can't get a divorce.
Why not?
Well, you can't. You just can't.
Papa, you've been married for 75 years.
Papa, be reasonable. You can't.
Why are you so excited? It's a simple routine business. People get divorced every day.
But not with it. Well, you can't do it, that's all. You just can't. You can't do it, Papa. You can't. Mama, tell him. Tell him to stop this foolishness. You tell him, Mama.
What should I say?
Well, tell him it's impossible. Tell him he just can't. Tell him to stop this foolishness.
Why foolish?
Huh? Mama, do you mean that you... Mama.
I think it's a fine idea.
A divorce?
Absolutely. It suits me fine. For a long time now, I felt somehow the magic has gone out of our marriage.
The magic?
But, Papa, you've been married for 75 years. You can't get a divorce.
Why not?
Well, it isn't legal.
I talked to a lawyer.
A lawyer? Where did you find a lawyer?
Right here at the home. Mr. Gold. Retired. There's no reason why not.
George, tell him. Now, Papa, you listen to George. He's a lawyer. Now, George, tell him he can't do it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I don't think there is any age limitation on the divorce law.
George!
Well, there isn't. That's ridiculous. He's joking. That's a joke, right, Papa? Some joker, Papa. You remember the speech you made at Kenneth's wedding? All right, Papa. Very good. Very funny. Now, let's get down to the serious business of discussing the diamond weddings. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Papa, why? Why a divorce after all these years?
Well, she's too old for me.
Too old? I'm too old. I can remember when I was very far from too old for you. I can remember.
Yeah, sure. She can remember. From 60 years ago, she can remember fine. But what did you have for lunch today? Go ahead. What did you have for lunch?
Never mind what I had for lunch today.
Eh?
Mama, there's going to be television. Do you want him to string all those wires for nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, Mama, be reasonable.
No.
Wait a minute. I've got an idea, Ruthie. Papa, go through with the diamond wedding celebration this Sunday, and then think about a divorce.
Listen to Arnold, dear.
If you'll excuse me, I'm a little tired. I think I'll go back to my room.
All right, Pop, I want you to do me one favor, will you? Will you not mention this to anybody outside of the family? Please, now, will you understand? Will you promise me that?
I already spoke to Gold, the lawyer. Retired.
Oh, for heaven's
He
sake.
won't say anything. That's professional ethics, isn't that right, George?
Will you promise me, Papa?
For now? All right.
Good. Remember, not a word, just in the family.
I'll talk to my lawyer.
Stubborn.
George, what are we going to do?
Stubborn.
Got to talk them out of it. Arnold, do you realize what could happen?
Do I realize? A 75-year-old marriage with a divorce, do I realize? With television and the mayor, do I realize? Now, look, everyone, we can't let anyone find out about this. Not the home, no one.
We've got to keep it in the family.
I think that may be a little difficult.
Jane, we have enough trouble.
I mean, this gentleman.
When did he get here?
Oh, he's been here all along.
Who is he?
Oh, well, you were also busy when I came in. I didn't want to interrupt anything.
Who are you?
Alexander, Nick Alexander.
From the bulletin.
You mean the newspaper, the bulletin?
I'm afraid so. You see, I'm covering the diamond wedding. At least I was.
Oh, well, then, in that case, there isn't really anything to write about, is there? I mean, you come back on Sunday, and everything will be all right, and then you can write your story. No?
No, I'm afraid not. You see, I'm supposed to be covering all the arrangements, the reaction of the family, all the background, everything of special interest. In depth.
Everything?
Everything.
Come on, Uncle Arnold. You know he's going to have a ball with it. Diamond wedding hit snag. 90-year-old couple to seek divorce.
Oh, no.
Mr.
Alexander, Nick Alexander.
Mr. Alexander,
Yes,
I am a businessman, you understand? Matter of fact, I have a very solid reputation. I'm on the Chamber of Commerce of Creedon, New Jersey.
Don't worry. He'll spell your name right.
Jane, I've had enough from you all day. Now you just be quiet. George, do something.
Well, Mr. Alexander, I'm sure you can understand the family's position.
Oh, Daddy, what does he care about the family? It'll be a perfectly delicious story. Ellie, it'll probably be on TV, too.
Oh, dear.
I'll sue. George, you're my lawyer. Tell him I'll
Take it
sue.
easy, Arnold. Mr. Alexander, tell me, when do you have to file your story?
Sunday, after the celebration.
I don't suppose we could ask you to just forget about it?
Well, you see, it's my job, sir.
George, if you won't sue him, I'll get a lawyer to sue him for every time.
Mr. Alexander, suppose we make a deal with you.
Just stop right there.
I'm not offering you a bribe. But if you write your story now, the whole wonderful day is blown sky high. 75 years of marriage becomes an ironic joke, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, if we can talk my mother and father-in-law out of this by Sunday, then the diamond wedding celebration could go on. You have an equity in this too, Mr. Alexander. So here's my suggestion. Don't write your story now. Give us the next few days. If we can't straighten this thing out by Sunday, you'll have the exclusive story. But if we can talk them out of it, then you'll forget that this whole thing ever happened.
I don't know.
Well, I haven't finished. Now, to really make it worth your while, we'll let you sit in on any family discussions we might have. You wanted to do a story in depth, this would be your chance.
Oh, if you think I'm going to let him make a fool out of me on the bulletin, you are very much mistaken.
Arnold, shut up. You could go out right now and make us look like a bunch of nitwits.
Well, Mr. Alexander, shall we consider you a member of the family until Sunday?